Hello my darlings, my name is Victoria and this is Veritas Tarot. Capricorn, I'm going to be doing your soulmate reading for you this week to see where both you and your soulmates are on your journey. We're going to look at your head space, heart space, their head and heart space, intentions towards you. We get some advice from Spirit, we're going to clarify the cards, and then I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you. If it resonates, I would be grateful if you would like, comment, subscribe and share. And if it doesn't resonate, please don't try and make it fit. It just means it wasn't reading for you, and there will be something else out there for you at exactly the right time that you need to hear it. So Capricorn, let's see. Oh, that flew out straight away. In your headspace, you have the Strength card, which is just beautiful. The Strength card is about this extraordinary connection that you do have with your soulmate. It's represented by the infinity symbol here, the 8. Yesterday we had 8 Lions Gates, so do look that up. I think you've had a lot of understanding, clarity, downloads, visualizations, dreams. You've let go of a lot of things. You've gone through an extraordinary healing process, whatever journey you have been through, and you have shifted and changed. And you understand this connection that you have with your soulmate. It's a deep, deep bond. You have quietened your fears, but I also feel that you're helping your soulmate to you can't help them heal, but you can certainly show them the way and a different way of looking at things and observing things and dealing with things. So that's really lovely to see as the first card in your headspace. So let's look at your heart space for your soulmate. Thank you. So you've got the Knight of Swords. So either you or them, either they've already done this, but I feel like you want to rush in and speak your truth to your soulmate about how you feel. And you know what Spirit is saying to me is that if you're going to do that, do that from a place of the Strength card. Do it from a place of love. Do it from a place of clarity. Do it from a place of speaking your truth. If you're feeling nervous about doing it, you know, you can ask for the right words to say. You can say to your higher self, say to Spirit, say to God, thank you for the right words. But don't do it from a fear place, because then what you're putting out, you're going to receive. If you're doing it with fear and anxiety, then it's not going to, you're going to have disappointments. So let's see what's happening with your soulmate and where they are in their head and heart space. There's always a divine timing to everything, and there's no rush with these soulmates. These are long, beautiful journeys, and they are designed to help. So many things that soulmates come into our lives to do. Many of us have had past lives with soulmates before, but they are here to also help us. You know, all relationships are for the evolution of our soul, and sometimes, you know, that's about shedding things, releasing things that no longer serve us, conditioned behaviours that we've had that goes back to childhood wounds. And so, you know, don't feel that there's any rush with this journey. Allow it to happen. Let go, let God. Allow it to happen in the natural flow that it's meant to. Let's see what's in your soulmate's headspace for you. Well, they have the Queen of Cups. So in their headspace, they know how you feel about them, okay? They're very aware of that. They're also aware of the self-love that you have grown to have for yourself and your self-worth. You know, you have taken that leap of faith, which I see with the cliff there behind. You've taken that leap of faith. You are letting go and you're letting God. You're in receiving mode. You're being guided by Spirit very much with the little cherubs, the angels around you, and you're focusing on that cup. That's your cup. That's your cup of self-love. That's your overflowing cup of self-love as well, which means you have love to give another without pouring from an empty cup. And you know, you're holding it with both hands, so you are focusing on that at the moment, and they know that, and they respect that in you, and they admire that in you. So let's see what's in their heart space for you. Thank you. So they've got the Moon card at the moment. And I actually like to see this here from the messages I've just got. Thank you, Spirit, about this. They have this pull, okay, this pull towards you, like the moon and the tides. Remember what I said about soulmates being brought together to help us trigger and heal, okay? Now, bear that in mind and see the lobster here. The lobster only shifts and changes and grows when it has to grow out of its shell, because it's made to feel so uncomfortable it has to do it. you have been the trigger for your soulmate to start to go through their own process of healing and transformation and shifting and changing. You've got here, you know, these two, I like to see them as the wolves here, not dogs, they're wolves, okay? And inside of all of us, we have a fear wolf and we have a soul wolf. And the wolf that leads the pack is the wolf that we feed. So your soulmate is being drawn by you, by this moon, okay, towards, on this path. They've got these moon towers here, which I see as conditioned behaviors. They've got to go through that in order to come to you, to understand that the towers will reflect a shadow on them as well. It's about going through that process of transformation. But they understand they have a real pull towards you. This is in their heart space. There have been secrets not said. They have, I think, feel not talked to you about things, but they are prepared. They are coming out of their comfort zone because they have to. The pull of you is, they have to follow that. Their soul is guiding them to do that, to work through their fears, to be guided by love rather than fear, to come towards you. So let's have a look to see, and just the Eight of Pentacles just stayed at the bottom of the deck there, which says to me they are working very hard on themselves. So now let's look at their intentions towards you, Capricorn. There we go. You've got the Knight of Cups, okay? You also had the Seven of Swords that came out as well. Now, what I'm going to say to you now is with this Seven of Swords, I always love to flip cards and to see the positives in all of it, because that's how we learn and grow. Whatever has happened between you, okay, whatever they are running from or hiding from, try and flip it in your mind and see it that they have had to go back and learn lessons. They've had to go back because they were repeating the same cycles. But in doing that, and the tents represent, where are we? The tents represent that this is just temporary, what they have done. But they have left there two swords for you, okay? And they have left that, that clarity and that truth for you. They've left you a gift. You have learnt through this, you're learning through this experience of the Seven of Swords of them, about you, about them, about the connection with them. They have taken away 5 swords with them, and the 5 of Swords it's about going back into battle with themselves as well, because it's about their self-love and self-worth. You know, the 5 of Swords card is about self-love and self-worth. It's about leaving a situation. They're taking that with them because they have to go back and repeat a cycle. But they are looking back. They're looking back. And they're looking back at this Knight of Cups, okay? So this is their intentions towards you. There is love there, okay? There is love there. At the moment, they might not be able to be in a position to tell you about that love because they've got the Moon card. They still have to work through this transformation. They've got to go through this dark night of the soul. And you have your back to that, which is good to see because you are very much focusing at the moment on your self-love. And you do have an extraordinary understanding of this. I know you want to rush in and speak to them, but I just allow this process to happen as it's meant to happen. Go with the flow with it. You understand what I mean by that. Let's look at advice from Spirit for you. Thank you. Advice from Spirit for Capricorn. Thank you. 1 or 2 cards, please. Thank you. So at the moment, yes, they are in this 5 of Cups, all right, this regret and remorse. They have to go through this space in order to go through this transformation. They are focusing at the moment on what has happened in their lives. They're going through that, well, I should have done this, I could have done that. But they will come out of that, and those 2 cups, you know, will still be standing there. But allow them to go through this process because this is their healing. This is their time of transformation, okay? This is their time. You can't heal them. Only they can heal themselves. And to do that, they have to go through their own journeys to do that. If they have to repeat a cycle, let them repeat that cycle. And if it is with anybody else, be grateful to that person. I know that's difficult to hear, but be grateful to that person because that person's been sent by God and the universe to help them heal, to help them trigger wounds, to help them understand. So they're just in that space at the moment, but you do understand this connection with your soulmate. So let's look, and don't sit in that space yourself as well. You keep focusing on you, my darling. You keep focusing on this Queen of Cups. They see you very much as focusing on your self-love, and that is so important that you keep doing that. Okay, so now we're going to clarify the deck for you, and we're going to clarify first of all the Strength card, which is in your, there we are, straight away. All right, so I'm going to take all of those cards that just came out. I'm going to first of all show you on the bottom of the deck you have the King of Cups, all right? Huge amount of love for you. Can't say it, but they feel it. They feel it. They may not understand it because it's something that they may have turned away from for a period of time, but they do have these feelings and they can't ignore those feelings. You have the Six of Cups soulmate card. It's about that gift that you're giving each other of learning and triggering each other and releasing and evolving. This is the gifts you give each other. There is an extraordinary connection there. I believe you've had past lives. There is definitely a sweetness and a nostalgia, and you recognize this and understand this. You have the Ace of Swords. You have clarity. You know, you have that utter trust and belief in what you have unlearned and what you have remembered, and how the universe is there and looking after you and guiding you and protecting you. And you have the Strength card, again, another one, just strength, to clarify the Strength card. So that's everything I said about that, about the connection between you. And you have the Empress card. So you have come to this space of self-love, self-worth. You're creating your own abundance. You're manifesting consciously. You've cut out what doesn't serve you. You're in receiving mode. You know. That's why you don't need to rush in like the Knight of Swords. Okay, so now we're going to clarify the Knight of Swords, see what Spirit wants to say. Thank you. Yes, it's, thank you, Spirit. The World card. You've come to an end of a cycle, and it's been a long cycle, I believe, for you, and it's been a hugely transformative cycle. You've come to that ending and a pause in life before new beginnings. Spirit always gives us a pause before we start a new cycle, and you're starting that new cycle having shifted and changed and grown, and that's beautiful. It's about completeness. And you've come to that place of spiritual awareness, and now I believe you're sharing your experiences with others as well, which is really, really lovely. Okay, so Spirit is saying, just be. Don't rush in. Don't do anything. Just be at the moment. Just allow things to happen how they're meant to. Let's look at the Queen of Cups for you. This is in their headspace for you. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What messages do you have? Yeah. So you've got the Magician and the Page. Remember I talked to you in their heart space, they've got this moon, this pull towards you, okay? So they feel this urge to come towards you. This is the Page, okay? Very serious, very consciously aware that they need to do this right. It's about Pentacles, about realization of ideas. Maybe something in the autumn, I don't know, just because I'm seeing the autumn leaves and everything here. But it'll be very much from the heart space as well. And the Magician is about the new cycle. It's the start of the new cycle. It's the manifestation of desire. It's, you know, Magician is about having all the tools you need. And it's something that they want. It's like their soul is telling them this is something they know that they want to happen. They don't know when or how, but it's something that's driving them to do this. And you are also manifesting this consciously now as well, I feel. You know, we all manifest consciously or unconsciously, but very much where you are with the Strength card twice and the Empress as well, and the World card and the Magician, you're manifesting this as well. Okay, now we're going to look at the Moon card, which is in their heart space. So yes, they're going through contrast at the moment. They're Five of Pentacles. They're feeling you know, this left out in the cold. They're feeling a lack of in their life. Their heart is feeling empty. But you know something? Again, I'm going to flip this. This person here with the crutches and hurt, they are so determined, like the lobster, you know, feeling uncomfortable and growing out of his shell. Your soulmate is so determined to, the whole process of shifting and changing and transforming, somebody has to want to do it in order for it to happen, and they are wanting this to happen, all right? They are, even though they are hurt and they're finding it hard, they're doing it, and you're there right beside them as well. You are there with them energetically, and I feel that they feel that as well, okay? So they're wearing green. Although there's a huge amount of hurt and pain there, they want to keep moving, like the lobster coming out of the water. They feel this lack of with you not being in their life. Now we're going to look at their intentions, which were the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Seven of Cups. So, confusion. This is why the Seven of Swords has happened. Options. They have to, with the Seven of Cups, they have to go through different cycles, different lessons that are presented to them in order to learn about which cup it is they want. And sometimes, you know, all that glitters is not gold. Sometimes people can get attracted to things because, well, they're being attracted to them because God, the universe, wants to heal them from why they keep repeating this, okay? It's about transformation with the snake as well. You know, the dragon is also there protecting them and guiding them. They're very confused at the moment. They know they have these feelings for you. This is this, you know, this Knight of Cups, Five of Pentacles being left out in the cold. They have remorse and guilt. They've done something already which I know has transformed you. That was their gift to you as well. You've gone through a transformation because of it, and you've come to a place of peace and understanding. And you know that you'll never go back to that. Now allow them that journey, okay? They do need to go through this Seven of Cups to know, to experience what it is they don't want. They have been given the contrast, okay? This is their, and they will come out of it with this one cup. They will understand the one cup, because the Six of Cups is the soulmate card. So they know, because of this Six of Cups, they know this is the cup they want. So now let's look at the advice from Spirit, which was the Five of Cups. And again, I think that's rather beautiful. Look, they're going towards this to make that the Six of Cups, which you already have at the back of your reading here. It's a constant pull towards you. Spirit is constantly helping them and you with this. So Five of Cups, thank you, Spirit. More information on the Five of Cups, thank you. Yeah. So, a lot of cards here. I'm just going to move through them. So, first of all, I'm just going to do the journey that they're sort of on. So you've got, again, this Seven of Swords, okay? They've had to go off temporarily to go through some life lessons. It's about addictions, about behaviour, it's about codependency, whatever they're in, whatever they're tied to. This karmic, whatever it is, has been brought in to help them shift and change. And they are in that space at the moment of that Four of Cups. They're sort of ignoring, they're trying to ignore what's happening, but they can't. They are very much focused on lack of in their life, that past, present and future. They're very despondent about where they are, and they're not in that space yet to allow huge shift and changes to happen, but it is happening. It is all happening. Everything happens, continuously flows, because what you have here is the Seven of Pentacles, which is about manifesting, and this, for first and foremost, is saying to me, this is them in the space of lack of as well, and thinking about you a great deal and what they have missed, they're missing in their life, you know, the Five of Pentacles. They and it's for you as well to remind you about being always in that moment and always being grateful for what you do have, and understanding that manifestation has happened at the right time they're meant to happen. So these pentacles will come into blossom, you know, be ready to come off this tree at exactly the right time naturally. Okay, you, High Priestess, okay, you understand this, you know this. Again, you've cut out what doesn't serve you, you understand divine law, you've gone through something huge, and you are very spiritually connected and very spiritually aware, and you do understand this. You've got Three of Cups there, you have soul family around you, okay? You have those that have come into your life to help you on this journey. You know that God has sent them to help you, and it's about reconciliation as well. I do see that, because alongside that, you have the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. So this is happening for you, this wish fulfillment, okay? This is part of your, imagine your journey with your soulmate like a movie. This is that little bit of the movie where you might get your tissues out and a bit of popcorn and think, oh my God, what's going to happen next? At the end of the movie, you may not understand this bit of the movie, but at the end of the movie, you will understand why this scene has happened. And I'll tell you something else. The 9 and the 3 make 11. And 11, as you know, is 11 is very much a soulmate number. So that spirit saying to you, you will have your wish fulfillment. You're manifesting it, but just allow it to happen in divine timing. And if it's not happening now, it's because God, the universe, is protecting you, because it's not the right time. Your soulmate still has to go through their transformation. You may have fast-tracked. You may be now in a position where you're helping others as well. But they need to do this at their own pace. And you just hold a space for them, my darling, and you keep focusing on you. So now we're looking at Capricorn. And this has come out. This is my lovely Psychic Tarot for the Heart, which is like an oracle. This is the Empress card in the traditional tarot. So this is just a reminder from Spirit to say, well done. You just look after yourself, nurture yourself. The more love you have for yourself, the more you're overflowing with love for others. You're able to pour from an overflowing cup. You've gone through a beautiful transformation. You're very much as above, down below. You understand that, and you know about creating your own happiness. So that's just wonderful. One more card they're saying, and I'm going to do that. One more card, please. That wanted to come out. Love abounds. That's the Ace of Cups. There is a whole new, oh my goodness. Okay, and you've got Blossom, which is the Judgment card as well. So there's you know, you understand, you feel through your soul, that third eye, you understand this knowing, this love, okay? This is this gift you've been given from God, this knowing about your soulmate. Again, it's, you know, as above, down below, and how much love is radiating out of that Ace of Cups, and that's about your self-love too. And number 20, you know, this is Blossom, this is the Judgment card. This is about what was a symbolic ending and things that you've gone through. It's also about new beginnings. It's about rebirth, inner calling, second chance. You create your own reality. Look, they're creating their own reality there. How connected you are to the universe and everything around you. You understand that. So you keep focusing on that. That's absolutely beautifully. And I have to say, at the bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. That is clarity. That is belief. That is knowing. So that's just stunning. And look at the transformation there with the butterfly too. So, my darling Capricorns, I hope that resonated with whoever was meant to see that reading. I hope you have a fabulous weekend and rest of the week. Lots of sunshine wherever you are. It's beautiful here in England. And I look forward to catching up with you again next weekend. Take care, my darlings. Bye-bye.